Now, the Frelimo party has been in power since 1975. That's a long time. It's difficult to see how Africans have issues changing. Let your brother be president for a while. The problem is they don't become president to help the people. They become president so they can enrich themselves. So they feel like giving the power away to other people, it's like losing an opportunity to become rich. That's the actual problem. The last election was won by a person named Chapo, little known, from the Frelimo political party. Now, what is the Frelimo political party? The Frelimo political party is the party that freed Mozambique from colonization. Now, when a party frees the country from colonization, in most cases, they stay in power for a long time. Unfortunately, that's a reality of many African countries. The parties that fought for freedom usually are sentimental about power. They want to stay in power forever. Things have changed. The times have changed. The party, even though initially their cause were right, they were fighting for the right cause. They chased the white man. They freed the country. Unfortunately, when they come into power, they start corruption. 6,000 inmates break free in Mozambique. And amongst them, many dangerous people. This is scary. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for being here. You are very much appreciated. What do you think about my shirt? Looks nice, doesn't it? Okay, I'm just getting ready to go to town. I'm still out here in the coast. East coast of Africa, having a beautiful time. This is our space. If you're first time here, hey, welcome. My name is Zack. I don't know who you are, but if you watch this video till the end, we're gonna like each other. This is where we speak about Africa. We talk about most of the things on the ground. The motherland, you want to know more about it? You're at the right spot. You want to know about Nigeria, about Ghana, Uganda, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, you name it, you're at the right spot. Here we talk about the diaspora as well. So I salute you from the United States of America. Wagwan, mi boss, Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, Britain, the Philippines, Australia. I see you, my brothers. So we are talking today about Mozambique. Here's Mozambique. Here's a map. Mozambique is a beautiful place, lovely people. There's unrest in Mozambique. Things are really going crazy since a few weeks now. And it's insane. It's not slowing down. People are being unalived, and we need to talk about this. Okay, Mozambique is a beautiful place, lovely country by the coast, lovely places in Mozambique. It's a really, really nice place. I was looking about going to Mozambique for New Year's Eve, but unfortunately, because of the unrest, I won't be able to do so. You know, they have some of the wildest parties ever. Mozambique is a country where they speak Portuguese.
Meus comparsas fizeram a revolução, me libertaram. Vão pra casa com essa merda.
Why do they speak Portuguese? When Europeans came into Africa after 1985, they divided Africa into small portions. So they called it countries. Each country was colonized by one European country. Why? Because Europeans did not want to fight each other in Africa. It wasn't because they were organized. It's because they said, okay, you know what? We fought each other too much in Europe. Let's go to Africa. There are goods and benefits, but let's not go fight each other in Africa. Therefore, France will take a few countries. Here are the countries taken by France. Britain will take some countries. Here are the countries taken by Britain. Portuguese will take some countries. Here are the countries, Mozambique and Angola. Now, Mozambique speaks Portuguese because that's what they do when they come to Africa. They force you to abandon your mother's tongue. That's why many of these countries, people don't even speak their mother's tongue. But they're going to act like they're white people. Anyway, that's not the case. Let's talk about our subject. In Mozambique, there's unrest. Why there's unrest? Because people are contesting the election. The last election was won by a person named Chapo, little known, from the Frelimo political party. The Frelimo political party is the party that freed Mozambique from colonization. Now, when a party frees the country from colonization, in most cases, they stay in power for a long time. Unfortunately, that's a reality of many African countries.
Frelimo, the movement which is directing the armed struggle in Mozambique and is now in virtual control of the northern fifth of the countryside, is engaged in more than military action.
The parties that fought for freedom usually are sentimental about power. They want to stay in power forever. Things have changed. The times have changed. The party, even though initially their cause were right, they were fighting for the right cause. They chased the white man. They freed the country. Unfortunately, when they come into power, they start corruption. So they help each other. I'm going to put myself in this position. I'm going to get my niece or your nephew in that position. I'm going to get his sister on that position. So instead of choosing people that are competent to do the work, they're choosing people they're related to. Now, who want that? Nobody want that. Now, people of Mozambique are tired. 56% of Mozambicans are young people. Even more than that. The young people don't give a continental about the old people. People that are faithful to Frelimo, it's usually the older generation. The older generation of people who were there during the struggle, during the difficult time, are the ones that stayed sensitive to Frelimo because Frelimo freed them. The younger people don't really give it, they don't care because they just want to have bread on the table, juice to drink, some fish. They just want to have opportunity to travel, easy bank accounts and jobs. But you don't give them banks. They have no food, no drinks, no opportunities. They're not going to be happy with you.
A group of subversive demonstrators approached the vicinity of the prison, making noise with their protests, demanding to release the prisoners serving their sentences there. They took them out of the cells, or out of that prison, about 1534 inmates. The protesters took them out and left with them.
You never fought for them because they were born free. So their fight is not the fight of the eldest. Absolutely not. There's a man named Mondlane. Mondlane is supposedly the person that won the election, unofficially.
Demonstrators say they are waiting to hear from Venancio Mondlane, the main opposition leader, on what to do next. He often tells them on social media when and how to protest.
Now what had happened was when after Mondlane won the election, the main political party, which is the Frelimo, that was represented by Chapo, rigged the election. So that is when Mozambicans got very, very angry. They came down the street and they have been fighting. In many cases, they faced the police and the police shot, and many people have been unalived, and it's been a very sad situation. The borders have been closed. South Africa uses the Mozambican border for export in many things. South Africa is currently losing millions of dollars because they cannot traverse Mozambique easily.
The image that you send with this kind of issues is insecurity. People will see it as a unsafe place, which is true at this point in time.
This man named Mondlane, who's young man, has supposedly won the heart of many young people in Mozambique. He had won the election against Chapo that represent the Frelimo party. After winning the election, apparently the election was completely rigged into giving Chapo's the victory. People came down the street. They were very angry about that. To protest, they got into their house because many were arrested. They even took their pot, banging the pot in protest at night. Don't just imagine at 2 o'clock in the morning. People take them pot and start banging, bang, bang, banging pot, hitting pot. They made a noise so that the government can listen. After that, the High Court in Mozambique went back to recount the vote. After recounting the vote, they still gave the victory to Frelimo. And people went down the street again very angry, So my question is very simple. If you think you won the election, why are there so many people in the street fighting against you? Where are the people that voted you? Now, what occurred a couple of days ago, they freed the 6,000 inmates. And among those 6,000 inmates, there are many dangerous figures. And that is very dangerous for the innocent and for the guilty. And that is the problem. Most African countries, when they take power, when they free themselves from colonialism, they want to stay in power forever. And it's a shame. They will tell you, we fought for this freedom. We went to exile. We fought for this country. Therefore, you have nothing to tell us. Even though we're looting the country, we're spending all the money, there are no decent roads, no hospitals, no genuine school because we are using the money to have 5, 6, 7 wives, build 7 houses, buy 7 cars. Don't tell us anything because we went to exile. You didn't. Now, the Mozambicans are very angry and they've had enough. Many of them have been unalived, being faced by the police and the military. You're probably asking your question, why isn't the military fighting with the civilians against the government? Well, when you're part of the military, you cannot turn against the government. You have to execute orders. When they ask you to do something, you must do what they ask you to do. Yes, there are sections where when the order is really, really bad, you can refuse the order. But that case is very, very rare. And you must be a group of people that stand strong against the order. Because one person in most cases is scared to stand against the order because the punishment is just heavy. I mean, if you 10 people, you can say, oh, no, we refuse that order, or 20 or 50. But one person is very difficult. Is it cowardly? I don't know. You let me know how you feel about this. Now, a very similar situation happened in Namibia a few weeks ago, where a lady for the very first time was voted president. And many people oppose the fact that she was voted president because they felt that the election was rigged, just because she was part of the political party that freed Namibia for colonization. Now, the Frelimo party has been in power since 1975. That's a long time. It's difficult to see how Africans have the issues changing. Let your brother be president for a while. The problem is they don't become president to help the people. They become president so they can enrich themselves. So they feel like giving the power away to other people, it's like losing an opportunity to become rich. That's the actual problem. Now we can take an example from Botswana. What has happened to Botswana? Botswana recently has voted a brand new president. This brand new president of Botswana is from a complete different political party, not the political party that freed Botswana. You know what I mean? So even though many people were scared to see change, the man has come is probably going to bring positive change. And the lease of power was pleasant. It was easy. It wasn't war. There was no burning of stuff. Because that seemed to be the modus operandi in many African countries. When they hold on to power, they want to stay selfish. They don't want to give you an opportunity or give the next person an opportunity to express themselves as president. So if you're wondering, you can go double check online and see what's happening in Mozambique. If you want another video, we can make you a more comprehensive video about Mozambique. So basically, there is unrest in Mozambique. 6,000 prisoners have been freed. They're in the street. Yeah, they're going to cause mayhem, most likely. I mean, just the fact that you free 6,000 people doesn't necessarily change their mind. A killer will always be a killer. You know what I mean? So it's a danger for the people. Because the people are very angry. They're angry because they feel like they've been robbed of an opportunity for change. What's the opportunity for change? People are tired of the Frelimo political party because it has been there for a long time. Clearly, they are tired because they don't see service delivery. When people are happy, they don't go burn things for weeks. It's been many weeks of fight. Big question mark. Why? Because where are the people that voted Frelimo party? Because it looks like the entire nation is in the street fighting against them. Let me know how you feel about this. It was a great pleasure. YouTube said that many of you are not subscribed, even though you watch videos regularly. I don't know why you do that, though. Me, I like you. Why can't you like me back? I mean, the way you like me back is by subscribing, so we can see it. Don't you like this? I mean, if you watch this video till here, it means you like it. So please subscribe. God bless. And drop a comment. Okay? What do you think of Frelimo? Tell me what you think about Frelimo.